Hello everybody, welcome to my video, and today's video we're going to be teaching you how to make a rusher, a rebound, and an entity that speeds up for the rooms game that you hopefully made in the first tutorial. So yeah, here we go. I'm recording this directly right after recording the first one, so if you see me checking Google Chrome to see how the upload is going, then that is why. So yeah. Anyways, let's create a folder. Yeah. Excuse that. Um, let's make a folder and call it spawned and then let's create a folder and call it entities. And then we're going to add a model in model. We're going to make you a humble A10. Like A10 from Interminable Rooms. And then a heart. We're gonna call this int part. Then we're going to set primary part to end part, and we're gonna make you like an 8x8 maybe. An 8x8 transparent cube. Transparency 1. You can not make it solid, but like I think it would be funny if it was. So it won't affect if you're hiding, it'll just drag you along. And then we're going to add a ambient sound. So we're going to go into toolbox and then audio. Oh yeah, this tutorial assumes that you know how to navigate Roblox Studio, but not like have code. So like, what gracious noise breeze our ears. No, probably copyrighted. We're going to go. Let's go with good old rain. We're gonna do force rainfall. And probably copyrighted. Except here's the secret weapon. I'm gonna call this play sound. Going to looped playing, and then we're going to set this to 0.2 maybe. And we're going to set U to 8, volume to 8. And then here's some useful things. Distortion. Distortion is your best friend. It's your second best friend. You're going to set it to around 0.9. And then equalizer. This is probably going to be your best friend. This is how the low sounds, medium sounds, and high sounds are. So usually we got to negate the high sounds, boost the low sounds, and the medium sound can stay the same, but it can depend on what ambience you're trying to achieve. And I do not like that noise very much, so I will bring low grain also down to -10. So oh wow, this is beautiful, isn't it? In my opinion. Time to ruin it! We're going to coarse effect 0.2, a rate of 0.5 maybe? A rate is frequency, the pitch changes in a second, I think. I'm gonna change you actually to a less beautiful sounding ambient because I am picky like that. we're going to you to like electricity, if I can spell electricity. Fuck, and it's and then to cover over that period of silence, we're going to do an echo. The default probably works fine. Echo does not work fine, so we're probably gonna turn down the distortion. And then we're going to set delay to 0.2, so it repeats every 0.2 seconds instead of every 1 second, so yeah. Excuse me, echo sound effect, hello, work. If I set feedback to 1, then what'll happen? Mysteries. Oh yes, that works quite well. And then we're going to get another sound and call it spawn, which I'm just gonna use the same sound effect because nobody's gonna know except you. Spawn. That's also playing, but not looped. And we'll set that to a higher sound than play sound, which I'm going to actually change to 4 and 6. And then the actual entity part will be a billboard GUI, and we're going to set its size to like 8, and then face, except in not all caps, except not 0808, but in fact 8 is 0, 8, 0. And then we're going to hopefully just adding a decal works. Let's see, does it work like that? I'm not sure. Let's go into decals. Well, typically you want to try your best to make your own scary faces by modifying some old scary faces, but this is a tutorial, so I'm just going to use that scary face, credit to the guy who made it. We're going to actually put it in an image label, and then we're going to copy the color map, whatever. We're going to set the size to 1 comma, and then we're going to replace the image with the image of the scary entity, and then we're going to set background transparency to 0. We're going to set select the face again. Set light influence to 0 and brightness to around like 3 or so. And then I'm going to make this beautiful entity this color. So, B. And then I'm going to add a point light. A point light will have the color and have shadows enabled. And then let's set you to 10, and then have a point light bar set to a range of like 15 or so, and 5. 3 maybe. Now let's check. Does it go through the rooms? No, it does not go through the walls. Maybe it might go through the walls of the room. But, hopefully that's not a big deal. And then, under face, we're going to put a script and call it face effect. We're going to delete from up here, not in the actual script, and we're going to add 3 attributes, I think. Time, which will be a number, and I'll actually change to change time. That, which will be a, is there, trying to look, is there a integer? No, there is not an integer. So number will be offset, and then rotate will be a number 2. And that's it for now. Face changing and multi-monsters will be handled in a different script. So, speaking of which, open up the face script, set local ct to equal to script dot get attribute quote change time. Copy and paste this 2 times. Copy and paste this 2 times, and then OS, and then RT, and OS equals offset, and rotation equals rotate. And then while task dot wait ct dot val no not value. Yeah.
No. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's see, silhouette, sharp, like the chin.
I'm gonna have to edit that out. And I don't want to edit that out, but I guess I have to edit that out. Or do I, do I want to edit that out? Do I really? I guess so. Whoa, it's almost done. While test that, wait, CP OS, script dot parent, which we're going to actually make it its own thing, so local face equals, and then local image equals just script dot parent. Yeah, you have rotate. So image dot rotation equals math random negative RT and RT. And then face dot all, it should be something like face starts off What is size offset? I'm curious. Oh. Face.studs offset equals vector 3 dot new math dot random os capital O S os capital F. I'm going to cut that paste commas paste. Oh yeah, shoot. Dude, math at random os divided, math at random os, negative os, comma os, and then put outside of that, divided by negative 10, I think. Yeah, divide by negative 10 and divide by negative 10. I'm going to go out here and set rotate to 20, offset to 15, and change time to 0.1 or so, and then go into run mode. The face moves, rotates. You can add like particle effects. Let me pull up my asset holder for now. Is where I basically keep all of my assets and some other assets from some other very cool people. And while that's happening, I'm going to go actually make a configuration. Call it rush handle, and then duplicate it twice, and then this one can be speed handle, and then this one can be spawn handle. Rush handle can get a bool value called front, a vector 3, this will make sense soon, and a vector 3 called rebounds, this will make sense later, and another bool value called can rebound. Here's the asset manager. Here's some assets from some other games, which I will never use, which I personally never use, or use rarely. If I do use them, I give credit. And we'll just go over to some of these beautiful entities that I made, that some of them I made, and some of them I did not make. We're just gonna go up here, and beautiful assets from some asset pack. I cannot remember which one. And this one looks good. Credit to whoever made these. And then I recommend getting what's it called? It's like called something particle. That's a great idea. I recommend getting camera lights for working in deck spaces, and it's some particle thing. I don't remember what it's called. What is it called? I don't know what it's called, but I should have. I don't remember what it's called, but it's a particle related one, and the UI looks like this, so if you know what it is, comment down below. Whoa. Then I'm going to copy the color from this This is just simple particle effect tutorials. I mean, not. This is a simple effect. This is a simple particle effect because this is not a particle effect tutorial. We'll just set that to negative 0.0% to negative 0.1, so it does not lay in front of the face. And then we're going to do orientation must be perpendicular. Give it a bit of speed. Set its spread angle to negative 180 and 180. And then give it a little bit of speed. And whoa, look at all the cool angles and all. Set its rate to like 20 or something. 20 is a bit too overwhelming. 10. Maybe something like 10. And then I can change the particle effect. Because I don't really like how it looks. Maybe something like this will do. Remember to keep your assets separate from your actual game, because putting too many assets in there will lag it out when people are loading in. And appears it was using a flipbook layout, so we'll just get rid of that. And whoa, that's not supposed to happen. And I should set this to actually negative 1.6 because according to the face script, this can alternate from negative 1.5 to 1.5. And I should probably anchor it because that does, a locked apart, because that dragging does not look good. Whoa. And then I'm going to set its transparency over time so it fades. Or maybe I should give it initial transparency, I should say. Maybe something like that. And then set its light emission to 1 maybe? 0? 1, and then set its brightness to like 3 or something. Yeah, something like that. Some subtle effect. Because this is, again, not a particle effect tutorial. This is a rooms. And anyways, back to the rooms. Roomsing. Front, yeah. The head. I'm actually going to bring front to spawn handle. Rebound can rebound. And I think that, value, which will be a int value because no. Int values. Yeah, int values are the ones that do not use decimals, so it should be a number value, I think. Yeah. And then we're gonna call this, rebound delay. Let's set this to 0. Yeah, and I think that's it. And then for speed handle, have a number value and set it to RPS, rooms per second. We're gonna set you to like 0.5. And then we're gonna have another bool values, a speed up, and we're going to set it to false, and we're going to have a number value by RPS inc for increase, and then we're going to duplicate speed up and call it speed up x1 inch or exp footage. And then spawn handle will be number, which will be room spawn, and then a bool saying guarantee spawn, which will be short for guarantee spawn at room spawn. And then either random chance or timer, which I'm going to go for timer. We're going to get a vector 3 value. You'll understand soon. And set timer, which will be, let's just say, for demonstration purposes, 30 seconds. So set the two first values to 30. I'm going to change you to rebound. Rebound. And then we're going to add a script up here called int handle. We're going to define the int local int equals script dot parent dot entity part local rev equals int dot rebound. That is in, not int. Rebound. And we're going to copy and paste that 2 more times. Excuse me. We're gonna call them SPD. I actually have the H behind all of them. And SPNH, which will do speed handle and spawn handle, respectively. Spawn handle. And we're going to get 2 servers this time. Tween local tween equals game dot colon get service dot tween service, and we're going to copy this and call it run. And I'm going to actually delete the speed up, because it is not necessary, because I can just set this value to 0 and nothing will change. I can do run dot part, just run is supposed to be run service, so run dot heartbeat connect function delta time, and then speed, SPD, it's not speed, oh sorry, RPS plus equals this H enc. I'm gonna actually put if SPD dot speed of x dot value equals false. And then we're going to shove that there, and then we're going to do else. I do not know if this works in Roblox Studio, but it works in Python, so hopefully it works in Lua too. Replace the plus equals with the times equals. And it should not, actually, it should do something, no, that's bad. No, do not do that. We're going to set speed RPS to speed RPS times speed speed inc. We're going to plus equal that because if the value is 0, it will multiply by 0, which equals 0, which will set the speed to 0, and that means the entity will go nowhere. And then we'll define two functions. Function to current, and then the function, let's copy the run script, and we're going to, or maybe I'll actually try while loop. While task dot wait 1. And I'm going to get the length of the room on the z axis. Should be. Oh, that's not wait 1. Local r equals int dot cframe times cframe dot new int dot position plus vector3 dot new 0, 0, game. I'm actually going to go back into server and copy cur sect in, actually just cur. We're going to copy that and paste it into here. We're going to paste it again and set that to spn for spawn, FRS for first RAM, and then instead of current RAM, we're going to set that to, what did I call it? Spawn RAM. Yeah, spawn RAM. Anyways, cur dot floor, do that value dot floor dot size dot z, and then let me look at some code real quick. This code was made by somebody else, I think. Oh yeah. And then local, I don't know who that code was made by. Dist equals int dot position minus targ dot mag. That is parent, not position. Position dot magnitude. This is basically just the distance between the two. It's kind of like math dot absolute valuing, or math dot absing every single thing, but instead of doing it with numbers, you get vector3. So, and then we're going to local. Is it again? Again, I did not make this code. Result. Res. Dist divided by speed. Actually, I don't think we need RP. Sorry, SPD dot. I don't think we need this in this case, since we're doing rooms per. No, we do. Speed h dot RPS, and then tween dot create int dot. Comma between info dot new res and then curly brackets POSITION equals targ. Is it done? Yay, it's done. Bro, these are like the 3 worst frames. I don't care though. Fabulous. Hey. Be gone. And then play. Yeah. And then just for now, whoops. Just for now, we're just going to call this function to current just to see if at least the tweening works. So I'm going to go back into run and we're going to do this. That's wrong. I probably forgot to add a dot position. Oh yeah. These all need to be dot value, dot value, dot value, dot value, dot no, dot value. Hopefully that works, and hopefully I did not break the volume by disconnecting my headphones because they need to charge. Yay! First class. This is going to oh, I need to stack. Oh yeah. That should be dot value. Yeah. 2. This is not my code. I'm just looking to see what they did. That is 2 parentheses. 1 too many parentheses. What is a number? Let me do something real quick. How to debug. Debugging 101. I'm going to print res. Printing things can help you understand that is a number. The number is 90. The number is 90. That is not the right capitalization of res. Oh, look how cute he is. So slow. I'm gonna give you set you to 0.85. And then we're gonna actually we're going to local val equals false. And val equals false. So hopefully if I try to run this print statement after the to front, it should not print, to current print test. Hopefully it should not run because to front is occupied. Yeah. Good boy, it's kidding. Yeah, that's good. And then if entity, here's the whole entire z thing comes in handy. Position, comes into play. Dot z is greater or equal to than cur dot value dot exit. I forgot to add a center, didn't I? Oh well. ID dot. Why is it not showing up? Oh yeah. My bad. ND dot exit dot position, then val equals true. Except I'm going to change these falses to true, so I can just do this and then set that to false. And then I'm going to print done as a little test. And I'm going to set your speed to 2 moves per second. Oh no, that is wrong. I attempted to compare vector 3 to a number. What silly little mistakes did the silly fox make? Ah yes, I forgot to add the .z to it. Oh, I can't believe it's showing up. That is not per second. That's not how it goes. Then we're going to create another function called, I'm going to rename toCart to, actually I'm not, and then I'm going to add from current, and it's going to, greater than equal is going to be less than equal, and we're going to set cur to, FRS, and set exit to enter, and then we're going to, instead of adding the vector 3, we're going to minus that, and it should be it from current. Yeah, and that should be basically it. It is again not 2 moves per second. I do not know why that is not. Maybe I don't need res, and instead I just need 1. Wait. Just cut it. No, that's it. I don't need res, just 1, I think. Let's see that again. Yeah. How'd you go again? I'm going to actually do... I'm going to add a OR statement, and dist is less than 2. This one catches fast entities, and this one catches slow entities. So yeah, that's it. So This may occur because I need to actually get it so the distance is actually 2 rooms away instead of I'm going to actually set that to a lovely 5 or so. Actually to a 4. Actually to a 3. Oh, that was just a lighting glitch. And then I'm going to actually make the logic, so... And I'm going to add a number... number called... spawn... cool down... and... spawn cooldown to spawn handle. So yeah. Task dot wait spnh dot spawn excuse me, SP that is what it is, spawn and not spawn handle. Spawn h dot spawn cooldown dot value, but first we're going to go if sp h dot front equals spawn dot front dot value equals true. We're going to set we're going to set entity ent dot position to a new thing called vector, actually a number called spawn offset. We're going to set you to -10 and the position will equal plus equals vector 3 dot no, it will equal cur dot dot value dot what was it called? Oh yeah, nd obj dot exit dot position plus equals vector 3 dot new 0, 0, spn h dot spawn offset dot value. Yeah, that's it. And then else int dot position equals first dot value dot nd obj dot exit. And we're gonna change U to exit also. Back to exit from current. And then we need the same from loop again. Wait. And how did I? Oh yeah, rebounds. If rebound, or if rabbit dot rebound dot value equals false, false, then we can rebound. Can rebound. False, then if from the sorry else. Oh, my bad. Plus. And then if spawn h dot front equals true, we're going to do from current, and then else to current. And then if rebound is true, we can do a for. We're going to actually first set a local rebound amount to rebH dot rebounds dot value dot x. I'm going to cut that and put it in a math random. Going to paste and then do y. So instead of having two numbers, we can only use one number and have it be the same thing. Which I might maybe condense spawn and despawn. Yeah, I could also no, I think that would be too confusing. Yeah, I'll just keep those three separate. So, for I equals 1, rebound amount, do, yeah, this is front, so from current task wait, rebh dot rebound delay dot value, and then copy this to current, and then delay, and then copy all this, copy, paste, to current, and from current, swap those two for. Now I'm going to run it how it is and see what happens. Any position dot position for the exit. Here we go. I forgot to set into front. Except that you should do that automatically, so what are you doing? What you doing? Oh, that would be because cur and front are currently the same thing, so I'm going to disable the script really quick, and then going to run. It's like magic. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can... Always I'm bad. And I'm actually going to do... Why are you going that way? It is because I am talking. So, why are you two the first? Oh, okay. So you should go to first doing something here? Nope, that's so fun now. Not really, so okay. I need to teleport them. Need to teleport them to... No, I don't. Yes, you are doing as you're supposed to, I think. It's just that I cannot see you. And I'm going to do the all after that instead of printing Don script.parent destroy, which will kill this poor unfortunate murderous creature. Spawn value can be... Yeah?
Hey, don't have that posture.
Okay.
You have a pillow under your face, right?
Yeah.
You gotta walk around for like 10 minutes to get your blood circulating.
I already did.
When?
Like an hour ago?
Well, then you have to do it 10 minutes later.
Mm-hmm. This is what you call lying. Hush. But I'm just going to focus on the stuff. And then I'm going to go here. Actually, first I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to my workspace and get my camera, turn my subject, and set it to Why are you pausing? Maybe I should get rid of the wild test.wait 1 and instead just have wild test.wait. Okay. Oops. I know the doors are a little bit too tall, but I don't care for changing them. They're perfect. Hey, they are. Happy little accidents. Now move, my child. I'm going to... Oh yes, that's much better. And then boom. Despawn. If you want a despawn noise, it's just as simple as duplicating the spawn and setting its plan remove, and then changing it to despawn, and then setting its value to the despawn ID. For example, I'm going to get a scary face. Shoot, I just accidentally deleted the... Delete. I'm going to go to audio. And I didn't think that was going to be a good sound effect. Where is my beautiful sound effect? It is probably too quiet. Set for spawn and maybe despawn is to set this to this and this to this. This. So yeah, you can hear it whenever. Despawn should not be playing. So yeah. Hmm, 1 hour and 4 minutes of delicious Roomsgame content. Oh yeah. Why didn't work? And then we're going to add another bool value to rush, which is break door. Door. I'm going to set that to true, and if red h dot break door value true, I'm going to first go b equals dot value dot door, and then we're going to bin replicated storage dot events dot shed fire, going to d dot anchor, going d dot door dot anchored equals false, and then yeah, that. Just going to play. Oh, the door needs a break sound. Get the door. Why am I living? Nobody's gonna see me. There's something seriously wrong with me. The pathogen has got to me, guys. I'm going to go back to our beautiful box and go door break. Except that I cannot type from my life, so door. Enter. I'm going to use this puppy for break. And then that's it. That's all we have to add to the door. That's all we have to add to the door. That's it. Door. D dot door dot break dot. I'm having a stroke right now. So I'm going to write AK. AK dot play. Break, right? Break. D dot door dot assembly linear velocity equals vector 3 dot new 0, 0, yeah, SPD H dot this is RPS dot value times 10, or actually let's just take this curve dot value dot floor that size dot z. We're going to put it into parentheses and then divided by 10, maybe. So yeah. Let's see what effect this has. Then we're gonna boom enable. Seems like that it was a bit too weak, so we're going to remove this. I did the other. They used just normal. Just using. I don't care that it's deprecated times. We're going to bring that divided by 10. I don't care that it's deprecated. Entity dot look. C-frame dot look vector, which hopefully should face positive Z. We're going to select this and then alt select this, and it is facing the wrong way. So that's as simple as first of all, I'm getting rid of primary part. Second of all, rotating this 180 degrees so that the vector faces there, and then re-establishing it as the primary part. So hopefully it will do what I wanted to do, but oh well. Yeah, why will work. Then we're going to rid all these guys. So we have done nothing. Going to open up docs. Docs. We should not be using that, but instead apply and still do that one. My bad. Colon apply inputs. That should be it. So there. What? What if I do not door dot position equals key dot door. That's not that good. That's not gonna work. What happens if I apply all? Wonder what happens if I do this. Oh no, errors. What happens if I undivide this? Oh well. I don't really care, so I'm going to actually test rebounds now. I'm going to set it to like 3, 5, but then set can rebound to true. So, can rebound. So that's a problem. And then what if I change it to right? I think it worked. And then I'm actually going to add a new value into the thing. Yeah. Into the thing that says to the thing that says hell of a rebound actually. Look. Rabbit H. Half rebound. So it's true, then we do this, and then current room and 2 current room. We'll just basically perform a half rebound, which is like. Do I need to explain to you what a half rebound is? And then I'm going to actually set your spawn cooldown to like 10. And then we can turn off can rebound just in case there's something funky. And I almost forgot as decoration for the entity that we can do. I'm gonna add an attachment. We're gonna change this to sent. I'm going to change it. Duplicate here, drag one up here, drag one down here, A1 and A2. I'm going to add a trail from A1 to A2, and we're going to see the duplicate scale, get the dot 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 after that, and then drag this down, close, and then whoa, now it's a trail. But that trail is too long. It's like 1 okay. Then we can set it to entity. Color, we're going to face camera, so it faces the camera. We're going to set its light influence to 0, light influence to 1, and its brightness to like 3 maybe. Whoa, look at that, it's so cool looking. That is not the one. Oopsie, wrong tab. Oh no. Hello, hello. Oh yeah, it works, I guess. Hello. Oh. Yeah, hello, hello. I had, what the why is it clear? Oh yeah, I had, lip sync turned off, my bad. Oops. Cause it's shortened as my keel. Anyways, welcome to my asset bin. My bin of assets. Let's go over here to trails and pick out, which trail do I like? I think I like these 3. I'm going to choose, I actually like it plain, so I'm gonna leave it like that. Whoa, look how smooth that trail is. Wow. So yeah, oh yeah, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah, I'm going to have a full value and call it piece on center. And what's this gonna do? It's going to if these spn h dot despawn center dot value equals true. Then we're going to assume that you already are at the front, so int 1, let's just say 1. Wait, we gotta test out, oh yeah, before that, after that, task dot wait dot spn h dot despawn cooldown dot value position is going to equal int dot position minus one of these vector 3's, but we're going to divide by 2. That's it. So we're going to change you from front to false, despawn 5, and spawn 1. Maybe. Why are you not in the center of the room? Oh well. Is that it for the entity? Oh yeah, entity spine. So, you should go down to spawn handle, spawn cooldown, timer will be 30 seconds, cooldown will be, just set spawn cooldown to 1, and despawn cooldown to 0. So yeah, and no despawn center. We're going to bring entities, the entire folder. Yes, I know I misspelled it. No, I don't care. And to service storage, and then time for entities. I just remembered a weird dream that I had. My bad. I'm gonna do. And we're going to do. Yeah, room gen. We're going to copy from server. We're going to copy all that. So this. Copy that. Paste it into here. And boom. Delete this. 4 I, X, and I pairs. Game dot server storage dot entities. Oh no. Oh no, I listed something bad. Dot A. But for now, it will be game dot storage dot entities for testing purposes only. Get children. Do. Then local int equals x dot find first child vote and use model. We're going to actually do x dot right SPN, change it from SPN. Primary part to find first child and then spawn handle. So that we do not need this in a gen function. We can actually just have this as its own separate thing. And then F spawn, which will be a configuration. Then we look in now equals room spawn dot value. Except no SPN. That's find first child, vote room spawn, and val will be a number value, I think. If val, then we're going to have a function called, I'm going to make a function called set react int will be one of its, and then val will also be one of its arguments, and setup and dot ring comma val. Internet. Not int, X. So yeah, if SPN, sorry, if, G equals val dot parent find first child guarantee spawn. If GS, then my bad. Local. If GS, then game dot replicate switch of events dot gen dot event connect function. No, not that. Game not replicated storage of values dot room no dot value dot change, not dot changed. And then connect function. If value equals value, then I'm going to define another cute little function called function spawn int. Int as a model. We're going to n equals int. Wait, no, I don't even have to define a function. It's not small. Int clone dot parent equals workspace dot spawned int. Here fully called spawn int. Spawn int. Yeah, that's it. That's all, and the rest, the entity script should handle the rest. And then setup should also include a task dot spawn function, and inside that should be a while task dot wait. What is val? Oh yeah, from this time. No task dot wait. Val dot parent find first child. We're gonna actually make its own variable timer. TIMER. Yeah. So yeah. Local with walls. That and T should be a vector 3 value. T dot math dot while task dot wait to wait, do I need this? I don't think I do. Oh wait, no I do, I still do. Well, it's I'm going to set that to greater and then set value to room or value if yeah. And then task dot wait math random t dot value dot x and t dot value dot y. And hopefully it should work when I reach room 10. The entity should spawn because I turned on guaranteed spawn, I think. I hope so. Oh no, what primary part? Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. Right before right after entities and forget children. Make that, put 2 square brackets and set that to set dot value. That should work. No complaints from the script, so 5, 6, 6 plus 1, 8, 9. Now when I open this door, it should spawn. Oh darn it. Did I simply use A10 and guaranteed? I just forgot to turn on guaranteed spawn, so it should spawn in 15 to 30 seconds. Unless it does not, which I am in big trouble if it does not. Nope, it did not spawn. So we're actually not doing timer based, but instead, we're still gonna need that, but instead we're going to actually do random chance based because it's easier. We're going to get a integer value. We're going to set it as chance. I'm going to set it to like 5 temporarily. We're going to also enable guaranteed spawn value. Then chance. Change the timer to chance. Then change that to a int value. And then get rid of that. And then do that. And that should be it. I'm pretty sure. Now, this does mean it has the opportunity to spawn 2 ints at the same room, but you won't be able to notice it unless. You won't be able to notice it because the entities will be on top of each other. Since they're the exact same entity traveling at the exact same speed, it will not matter. So hopefully it works. There is 2 spawn ints and I don't know. That might be what is wrong. Spawned. We're going to print x.name. Name, so we can know if the thing ran, which it did not for some reason. Why are you not running? Why Accelerators? Sorry. That is because A10 is not an A. Yeah, that's why. That's literally why A10 was not an A. Oh my god. Why did you do that? Why is it 2 spawn ends? I did not put that one in. Okay. If a random thing, because I forgot to put another. If not random 1 comma key dot value, then we run that. And what do you think val is? Val. What do you think of val? That is because I misspelled chance. Chance. Value. So yeah. The debugging phase. Sorry if I'm not talking that loud. That is because I changed the dot value and setup instead of in the print. Why do you have 0? Did I just forget to? I probably just forgot to set you to chance. No. Room spawn should be 10, not 0. This is why we always double check our values. So yeah, now when I reach room 10, it should spawn. Comically Torador. That is because of I forgot to make sure that your int handle is enabled. So yeah, make sure to do that. Make sure to enable that, and I'm going to do this little thing called setting my max speed by selecting my character, selecting humanoid, and setting my max speed. This is temporary. It only affects this specific game snapshot, I guess. This specific play test. And wow, look at our beautiful A10. And let's oh, 4 out of 5 rooms. Now the question is it spawning every? Yeah, sorry, my bad. Should be if math.random1 t.value equals 1, not just if math.random1 t-value. Humanoid value percent more speed to 100. I need to go, BRB. Guys. Wow, this is projecting to be longer than the actual rooms in. So. So yeah. I should make the rooms get darker the further you go, shouldn't I? Yeah, I guess. Oh my god, when is another one gonna spawn? Oh my gosh, how unlucky I am. It's literally a 1 in 5 chance. That's it. Now, it's time for one of the most needed parts. The kills. We're gonna kill. And then 4. I come. And first. Wow. Task cannot wait. Do. IX and game dot player. The players. Sorry. Get players. We're going to put that into an I pairs. So yeah, we're gonna change this to PLY and change this to be player. And then we're going to have 2 things below. One of them for now will be a no. No, I'm actually not gonna do that. Do another way. So yeah, if P local C, which is going to be model, will equal player dot character. If C, then if C, then if sorry, my bad. I'm going to actually define a humanoid part. So if local H equals C dot get find first child, which is a humanoid, and then if H, and then if C, sorry, yes, parentheses, C dot primary dot position dot V minus entity dot position, sorry, script dot parent dot position dot z, and then before that we're going to add math dot abs, I think. Yeah, abs is less than, let's say 5, then h dot take, T-A-K-E, damage, let's just say 10. But first, we must see if they're hiding or not. So before we do that, we're going to go local W, I guess. I don't know, you don't have to use, you're gonna do actually hide equals C dot find first child quote hide. And as in the first tutorial, we know that hide is a bool value. So if hide, what's wrong? If hide, then if hide dot value, then else h dot take damage 10. So when we run this, we should see that if we are in a certain z position of A10, then we should die, or start taking damage actually, which will eventually kill us. Max health, walk speed equals 100. I select the humanoid and your character. This will make you go very fast for this specific playtest only, because anything made or typed within playtest will not carry over to non-playtest mode. So why didn't that work? That is because kill is disabled, so we should go into the entity manager and wait just after test.wait spawn cooldown. We can do int dot kill dot enabled equals true, not 2 and 8, 2 equals 1. And then we can go under kill and we can give it a number value and we can call it PMG and it can equal 10. And then in kill we can do script.dmg.value. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I know I could use attributes, but I don't feel like it. So yeah, let's get to Roomsgame and test it out. So just me, or did A10 spawn before 10? Probably just me. Was kill enabled? Technical difficulties. Why is it not getting me? Wild has not wait. I am. Set that to 10 actually. Not 510. That is because that says X and not Z. Because I mistyped. And that was probably the issue. Yay! Off speed 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, I cannot fire it client side, or it will not work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My bad, wrong key. Misclick. Look, it does damage. Except when I'm hurt. I did a little bit of damage because I didn't get in the closet in time. No damage done. It's not. And that's almost it. Let's set you to 100. And we're going to temporarily add something into Starter GUI. We're going to call it Screen GUI, and that's going to be Jump Scare. And we're going to add a frame and expand it 1. This is just temporary. And then we're going to add in image label, and we're going to 0.2 and have its anchor point around 0.5, which is the middle of the screen, I think. Or it's actually the middle of the object. And we're going to set your position to 0.5. Yeah, that's it. So we're going to set you to 0.02. Then we're going to add a local script and call it local script. Because we're going to call jump scare. We're going to have the frame called it DG and the image and we're going to have the image set as the entity image, color included. And we're going to also add a jump scare sound. So I'm going to go in here and type in jump scare. If I could jump scare. Oh my gosh, I can't can't type for my life. Yeah. No, I don't mean that, Roblox. I mean it's just scare. We're going to use this big beautiful sound called JS. Probably give it a that, by this, that, and this maybe 0.8 maybe. That can be fine, so 0.2 maybe. So you did 10. Sure, very loud. And for I equals 1, let's just say 100. Do ask dot weight 0.01 maybe. If and then R can equal math dot random 1,3. And then R2 can also equal math dot random 1, 2, 3. Wait. 3. So yeah. I'm going to define local bg equal script dot parent dot background or bg local emi equals script dot parent dot image if r equals 1, and then else, and then enter, then else if r equals 2. Then we can do bg dot bg background color 3 equals color 3 dot new, and then color, then copy, paste. One of them I want to be black usually. Then since this is like a yellow entity, maybe, or I don't know, colorblind, don't ask me. Maybe like a darker greenish or yellow or whatever it is. And maybe a light this color to flash. Then R2, emi, maybe this can go to white, and then this can go to the background color maybe. I mean, sorry, face color. Maybe like that, and then we're going to define another variable and call it local inc. I'm going to set that to 0.06 maybe. and then vector, m dot size equals vector 3 dot new, not vector 3, udim dot new, I think. No, udim dot 2 new image of class equals udim dot new int, comma 0, comma int, comma 0, I think. And then int plus equals int maybe. And then we'll pause about, bring this down here, maybe that. And then going into playtest will immediately jump scare you, so jump scare warning. Except it did not play the jump scare because I'm like a silly little guy. Make sure to turn on ignore GUI set. Maybe 0.01. Script dot parent dot js play. Maybe something like that. Jump scare warning. Now remember, it's not going to continue on for a long while because of the respawn time, or whatever it's called. You can go into players and respawn time equal 3, so maybe 30, 0.1 maybe. Too jittery and slow. It doesn't have to take up the whole entire death though, so we'll just leave that at that. And emi.background color 3 should always be transparent, should be set transparent to 1. It should be the image color 3. And then emi dot position should equal a new udim dim 2 dot new 0, 0 temporarily math dot random 4,6, let's just say, and then divide that by 10. And then maybe that too. And then emi dot rotation should equal, let's just say math dot random negative 30, 30. Let's test this out. Jump scare warning. That is. And it would have worked, but it looked weird because I set the wrong background transparency. So yeah. And then we can if emi dot size is greater than udim 2 dot new 1, 0, 1, comma 1, 0, then we can script dot parent dot destroy, colon destroy, and we can destroy it, And if it somehow finishes it, we can destroy it. But you can't come. Size dot. Let's just say x is greater than 1, maybe. There's an. I did not get rid of the extra parentheses, that's why. But not. Maybe scale. Will that? Yeah, that'll work. Sync to 0.2 maybe. Yeah, that sounds good. And then we can take this, put it out, drag it into below the kill script and entities, and sorry, script dot jumpstring clone dot parent equals layer dot layer GY, I think. This does give it the opportunity to jump scare when not killing you, but I think that's a cool mechanic, so it's kept. It's kept. So yeah. I should make sure that there's already not a jump scare. So yeah. If player find first child jump, not player dot find first, player dot oh my gosh, start player dot GY find first child jump scare. Then I'm going to actually rename this to J10, or maybe JS-A10. JS-A10, maybe something like that. So, yeah. That'll basically make sure that it's not playing 72 bajillion A10 jump scares at the same time. So, yeah. Oh wait, no. I forgot to put the else. Else. There. Okay. Now it's finished for real. 900. I'm gonna remove that room. It's messing with my flow. See? Whoa, jump scary. I should add a teleport to current room button, shouldn't I? But that's for another time. $11, $12, $13. Then I'm gonna hide. He drops it. Now, I'm gonna actually do this. Copy. Actually, no, this. Copy. And then you do this. Paste. Yeah. And we're going to actually set its value, its kill value to 10. Oh no, he's getting nerfed. Oh, what a shame. One hundo. It still deletes itself, even if it's even if let me check something there. Yeah, it's I don't know why it didn't jump scare. Let's see this. This won't be a problem if you set your health to like 100, but I said that I wasn't going to, so I'm gonna fix it. How unfortunate. That should be working, I don't know why it's not. Does it? It probably still thinks that it's there, doesn't it? There's... Yeah, why? 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 Should I just make this, I don't know how to fix this. Should I just make this a script? A normal script? Or should I just put this and maybe I should just do this maybe? Does this work? Please tell me it works. Yeah, the way with implementing these entities is that they do not I'm trying to think. They do not like it when for example this door is all the way up here, because then it will just straight go there and not go through all the rooms. It might skip some rooms. It's a big no-no. So yeah, I think that's it for now. So I see you later. I hope.